This one is dark. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have a first of a distillery, of the Loch Lomond distillery. It is placed at the southern shore of Loch Lomond, a wonderful place in Scotland when the sun is shining sometimes. And this one is called the Loch Lomond Original. It has 40% ABV. I'm afraid chill filtered and colored. Yes, there's a saying on the back label. And it's around mid-20s in Europe. And this is, well, quite a cheap whiskey. It's the start into the single malt whiskies. And of course, it carries no age statement. And the Loch Lomond distillery, I visited in 2013. There's a video of it. And the distillery used to be an industrial complex, not very proper, not very tidy. But when I visited in 2013 again, the first time I had been there in 1996, 7. And when I was there now, it was, well, refurbished and everything was clean and shiny, and it changed the appearance completely. And, well, 2 years later, it was sold, well, to financial investors. And with it, the second distillery, the Glen Scotia distillery, was sold as well. And which is in the possession of the Loch Lomond distillery, or the conglomerate. And the Loch Lomond distillery is one of the very few distilleries in the world which is able to produce a single blend, because it has several, I think 2 grain whiskey column stills and two pairs of pot stills on one. The Loch Lomond, this one is produced. They are very pear-shaped and they give a strong, heavy malt whiskey. And the others are the Inchmurrin stills. They have a pot and on top of it a rectifier, a short piece of a column still on top of the pot. And this brings a very fruity and smooth whiskey. So they're able to produce a single blend. And there is a Loch Lomond in the supermarket, a blended whiskey. And it's quite cheap and it's produced in millions of bottles a year. And this one as well, there are a few words to it I would not dare to repeat here. This one is not a blend. This is a single malt whiskey, and it carries no age statement, so it's the entry whiskey, and as I said, it's quite affordable. And what is remarkable is the bottle is excellent. When they changed, or when they sold the distillery, the new bottlings at Glen Scotia received new bottles as well, also very valuable. And this one as well, there are engravings in here and an additional label here, label in the back. So a 3-label bottle, quite expensive. It's heavy. The cap on top is very thick and well done. So this is a very good bottle. So they invested in the brand, and with this the new bottle is coming out, and this is the entry to the Loch Lomond range. And in the past there had been also very old Loch Lomonds, like an 18-year-old or a 21-year-old, and they belong to the cheapest old whiskies in Scotland. Well, Loch Lomond is a huge, big distillery, and they produced a lot, and they have stocks. Yeah, very good. I don't know if they still have stocks, because the 21-year-old Loch Lomond was reduced to an 18-year-old. But they are starting to experiment, and there's a peated Loch Lomond out on the market, which is running very well. And now there's this new one called Original. Smoothed to perfection. Yeah. So this one is a single malt from the Loch Lomond stills inside the distillery. And please have a look not only at the picture over here, but also at the video I took of the Loch Lomond distillery. This one is dark. Leather. And on the card box, they are telling, I read that before, a Highland single malt Scotch whisky with a distinctive background character with a hint of smoke and peat. No peat at all, no. I'm sorry. This leather note, right, that aromatic part in the leathery note is peat? No. Perfect anytime. For breakfast, yes. Straight over ice, of course, or with a little water. So for everybody. So they try to sell it to everybody. Yeah. Marketeers. In the beginning, it's quite sweet, and this malty note in the nose carries on into the taste, and then oakiness, like chewing on an oak chip. And, well, bitter in the aftertaste. And officially it's said it's sweet and full and little syrup with citrus in the aftertaste. No way for that. In the nose, yes, it's developing a little citrus, a little sweetness, yeah. But on the taste, it's bitter, it's oak. Probably they have a machine at the Loch Lomond distillery which rejuvenates casks. Means they are grinding out the residual of the charcoal from the inside. Then they are toasting and flaming the inside of the cask again, so the thermal activation of the oak. And these rejuvenated casks behave like really new, fresh oak casks which deliver a lot of oakiness. And probably these rejuvenated casks bring these extreme oakiness in the whiskey. The 18 and 21-year-old from Loch Lomond, they are bitter as well in the aftertaste, yeah. Yeah, okay, here we go. This one is affordable, and it's so intense with the spiciness of the oak that it might be the right one to put it into a Coke or into other cocktails where you need this distinct whiskey taste. Yeah. So for a single malt whiskey lover, there's a Loch Lomond peated on the market and older expressions as well. And I think this one will be the first of a new series which will come up through the new proprietor. And well, I'm happy to find out which one those are. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. There's more to come as always, and give your comments in our forum and have a look in